Yvonne, look, you're doing so much. And like you said, without a great staff, you can't do it alone, right? The work is not just
Yes.
being done by you, but it's being done because, you're smart enough to keep your staff and bring on even more talented people onto your staff. And with doing all this, and you're married because now you're Taylor Brooks. You're married and you're just doing so much as Black women. We just juggle so many balls and we try to do it all well. How do you, and I think this is the hardest question for us, how do you protect your mental and physical health, and stay grounded in this work and do it at work and do it at home?
You know, I'm going to go back to my mother, who was 102 when she passed and still in her good mind. And she has always kept her 10 children grounded. And no matter where I've been in my life, my mom had always been there. And I think
Hmm.
family, my children, I actually married a man that understands the work that I do, because we as women can't move around in these spaces if we don't have the support system. As women, we support our men, but sometimes that doesn't happen in these spaces. And as a single woman, I understand that. I had a lot of people that said, "You're never here long enough to have a date." So, but
Yeah.
you know, just having and knowing your worth as well, and knowing that you don't have to dummy down. And I'm not saying even dummy down, but you know your worth, but also know that person that's in your space worth also, what they're sacrificing and what they're doing. Because this is work that is not regular work, it's irregular.
Right.
I mean, we're all over the place. We're here,
Yeah.
we're there, and then just trying to figure out how to have some quality time. I usually take a girls trip with some labor friends, and we go and we do nothing. We do nothing around the pool. Well,
Yeah.
we do a few
Yeah.
things, but it's not anything. And having a good family support system. And my grandkids ground me so much. My children and grandkids ground me so much. And to see them look up to me as well is also grounds me, because I know I have to be the best that I can be to provide for them and to make sure that they are growing and know their worth and what they should bring to back to society. Not just what can I get, but what I bring back to society. As little as my son coaches a football team, his high school football team, and then another football team that's given back to society.
Yes.
And the funny thing is that some of those things that they do go back to the things that they've learned from me, through osmosis. Not something I told them, but something they saw. In as much as my daughter um, picketing a McDonald's because they didn't want the high school students to sit in there for lunch. Now they wanted them to come
Mm.
in and eat lunch, but they didn't want them
Right.
to have
Spend
a
money,
seat in
right?
there. And so they
Right.
boycotted the McDonald's, and I'm like, where did she get that from? Got it from mom. But
Yeah. From.
those are things, that you look at, and it makes you smile inside, because you see what they're giving back to the community. So I think those are things that keep me grounded. Knowing that when I have, Sundays are usually my quiet time, unless it's campaign season. You know,
Yeah.
all the gloves are off. When
Yes.
campaign season comes, but also just having somebody to understand that you are going to be gone, you're going to be doing this, you're going to be here, you're going to be there, and we have to, and not having to deal with what's going on at home. So I am very grateful and thankful for having the family and friends around me, to make sure I stay grounded. And my staff, they're getting really possessive right now, so they're really grounded too. They're like, oh no, you need to take this day off because you're looking a little tired. But just having good people that ground you around you, and as you grow older, you weed out some and you get some more, and you know the people that are there for you, and just good people, I think that has helped me.